Today we're going to learn about Lesson 69, LE at the end of a word. There are many words in English that end in LE. Let's look at some examples. Let's look at this word. This word is table. Watch as I prove this word. I will start by marking under the word. First, I will mark the vowel A, the blend BL, and the vowel E. Now I'll look at the first working vowel A. Since one consonant blend follows the vowel A, it must run with the next part of the word. So I'm going to divide my word right here and box that in. The first syllable follows phonetic skill 3, so my A is going to be long. Let's read the first syllable. It says tay. The next vowel is an E, and it is at the end of the word, so it is silent. So let's mark it silent. It looks like the second syllable does not have a working vowel. But remember that every syllable has to have a vowel sound. Silent E knows this too, so in the word table, E makes the consonant L have a new sound. The new sound is a schwa sound, and it comes right before the L. So I'm going to mark a schwa sound right before the L and box in that syllable. This syllable will say bull. The schwa mark lets us know that the L says ul. Read the word aloud with me, table. Let's use that in a sentence. I wonder who invented the word table. The word table follows decoding skill 1. Let's look at some more words with LE at the end. Let's prove this word. We're going to arc the ST, X the A. We're going to arc the BL, but it somehow isn't here, so pretend that there's a BL arc there. And we're going to X the E. We're going to come back to the A, and it has the BL blend, so the BL must run to the next syllable, so we're going to split here. This first syllable follows phonetic skill 3, so our A is going to be long, and we have an LE. So we're going to mark our E silent, put the schwa before the L, and box that in. The first syllable says stay. The second syllable says bowl. We're going to put it together. It says stable. Say the word with me, stable. The horses were kept in the stable. Let's look at another word. Let's mark this word. We're going to mark the E. We're going to mark the A. We are going to mark the GL blend, and we are going to mark the E. We're going to come back to our A, and we are going to see that the GL follows it. We are going to split the word there. Our E and our A are adjacent, so our A is going to be silent. Our E is going to be long. Then we have the GLE. Our E is going to be silent. The schwa sound is going to come before the L, and we're going to box that in. Our first syllable says E. Our next syllable says gull. Put it together. The word is eagle. I saw an eagle flying in the sky. Words that end with LE can also follow decoding skill 2. Let's prove the next word together. First, we will mark under the word. I'm going to mark my I, my PL blend, and my E. I'm going to come back, and I have an M and a P. So we're going to split between the M and the P because two consonants when following decoding skill 2 will split. This is going to be short. Our E is going to be marked silent, and we are going to put, because we have the LE, the schwa before the L, and box that in. Our first syllable says sim. Our second syllable says pull. This word is simple. Say the word with me, simple. That was simple. Let's prove some more that followed decoding skill 2. All right, so we're going to arc our GR, X our U, arc our BL, X our E. Now we come back to our first working vowel. There is a consonant, and then there's a blend. So we're going to split right here. This follows phonetic skill 1. That syllable says grum. We're going to mark our E silent, put our schwa before the L, box that in, that says bull. We're going to put our syllables together. Our word is grumble. Say it with me, grumble. I heard her grumble when she didn't want to work. Let's look at another word. Let's mark this word, XRA, arc our PL blend, XRE. Come back to our first working vowel. We have an M and a PL. We're going to split between the M and the PL blend. This is going to be short. This says am. We're going to mark our E silent. We're going to put our schwa before the L, box that in, that says pull, ample. You should have ample amount of time to complete your work. Many words with LE endings that follow decoding skill 2 have double letters. Let's look at this word. Let's mark this word together. First, we're going to mark under the word. We're going to X our A, arc our PL blend, X our E. We have 2 P's, so we're going to split between the P's. We are going to mark that short because it follows phonetic skill 1. Mark out our P because we don't say apple, we say apple. And then we're going to come to the second syllable and mark our E. Put our schwa before our L, and this says pull. We're going to box that in. This word is apple. She took a bite out of the apple. Let's look at this word. We're going to X our I, arc our GL, X our E. We have 2 G's, so we're going to split between the 2 G's. Our first syllable is short, but we have 2 G's. We don't say giggle, we say giggle, so we're going to mark that G out. Our E is silent, and we have an LE, so we're going to put the schwa sound there, box that in. This is going to say gull. Read the word with me, giggle. She thought the joke was funny and began to giggle. Let's look at this word. We're going to XRU, arc our BL blend, XR, should have XRE. Sorry guys, some of this isn't right. Then we're going to come split between the B's. We're going to mark our U shorts. Then we're going to mark out our B because we don't say bub, bull, we say bubble. And we're going to mark out our E, put the schwa sound there, box that in. That word is bubble. I can blow a big bubble. In the words that we have already marked, the L in the LE ending was part of a blend. There may not always be a blend in these types of ending syllables, but there will always be another consonant before the L. Let's look at this word. Let's mark underneath this word. We're going to arc our CR blend, XRA. DL is not a blend, so we're just going to mark our E. We're going to come back and we are going to, because D and L are not a blend, they would normally split after a vowel, but in this situation they don't. Even if the LE ending doesn't form a blend with the consonant before it, that consonant still normally stays with the ending. In this word, the D stays with the L, and you break the syllable after the A. So even though this is not a blend, this D is going to stay with the L, and we're going to break it here. This is going to follow phonetic skill 3, and our A is going to be long. We're going to mark our E silent, put our schwa, and box this. This syllable says cray. This syllable says dull. Put it together. The word is cradle. Say it with me. Cradle. The baby's cradle was brand new. Let's look at this word. We're going to X our I. We are going to X our E. And then remember, we're going to split right here between the two T's, because that T needs to stay with the L-E, this is going to say lit, but we don't say little, we say little, so we're going to mark this T out. And then we're going to mark our E silent, put our schwa so that we know that says toe. This word is little. The little baby began to cry. Let's prove this word. We're going to mark our O, mark our E, and remember this T needs to stay with the L-E, so we're going to split between the two T's. Our O is going to be short. We're going to mark our T silent because we don't say bottle, we say bottle. We're going to mark our E silent and put our schwa so that we know that says toll. And we're going to box it in. That word is bottle. I drank out of the bottle of soda. Remember, most of the time, the consonant that comes before LE stays with the LE ending, but there is one time when that doesn't happen. Let's look at this word. This word is pickle. When you see the letters C and K together before LE, do not separate them. CK is marked with an arc underneath. It's because it's a digraph. This will help remind you that CK stays together. So let's prove this word. We're going to arc our I, X our I, arc our CK, X our E. We're going to come back, and so that CK is going to stay together. So we are going to split our word right there. And this is going to say pick. We are going to mark our E silent and put our schwa there. That's going to say oh. This word is pickle. I ate a pickle. Let's do it with this word. We're going to X our I, arc our CK, X our E. Remember, the CK needs to stay together, so we're going to break it right here, even though it didn't break. And then we're going to mark our I short. We're going to X out our E, put our, there we go, it boxed us in, put our schwa sound there and box in the syllable. This word is tickle. I had a tickle in my throat. Let's look at this last word. We're going to X our U, arc our CK, X our E. We're going to split between the CK and the L because that needs to stay together. We're going to mark our U short. And that first syllable says buck. We're going to mark our E out, put our schwa and box that in, and that's going to say oh. This word is buckle. Remember to buckle your seatbelt when you ride in the car. Now it's your turn to practice reading and spelling words that end in LE. Let's read these words together. Able, buckle, cable, noble, humble, stable, title, beagle, maple, needle, bubble, crumble, apple, candle, bumble, puzzle, saddle, rubble, pickle, tackle. Buckle the saddle on the pony while he is in the stable. Let's read the next sentence together. He was too humble to admit that he did not struggle with the puzzle. She was able to pop the bubble with a needle. So remember that when you have LE in a multisyllabic word, when you have LE, the E is going to be silent and you're going to put a schwa before the E and it's going to make the sound O.